are going to be removing and replacing the ripped bellow seal. And it's completely ripped, as you can see. It's almost like free flowing. You can actually reach in between it. Actually see. So there's little brackets here. And this is at 6 o'clock. So remember, it's at 6 o'clock. Alright, so we're going to be taking that off with some needle nose pliers and a flathead screwdriver on a Whirlpool Duet. So the bellow seal on the front came right off of here. It was at 6 o'clock, and it looks like the bellow seal is just begging to come off. It's already just almost done. So that is not going to be a problem there. Anyway, I'll see you in a second. Alright, after you've taken the top panel off with the 3 screws in the back here, there'll be 3 screws. 1, 2, and 3. The top panel will just pop right off. Literally just move it back and pop it right off. Then you have to get the control panel off, and honestly, these things are terrible. So this is what has to come off. Okay. So there'll be screws. You'll need a T20 screw. It's like a star. And you're going to need to put it, there's a screw in there, and a screw in there. And honestly, these are the only 2 things that are keeping it together, except for these little notches. I'm going to show you what it looks like, because none of the other videos do. It looks like a little notch like this, just like that, and it hooks into this plastic area here, right? And then on this unit, you have 3 of them. Well, actually, you have 4 of them. Okay, you have one over here, pops off. And you'll have 2 of these. I'll actually go into these parts there. And you'll have one over on this side as well. And then there's one on the corner here, which is the real pain in the neck. That's the one that's the bad one. You gotta use a flathead to pop it out, pry those things off, swing this thing out, and then lay it over here, just like that. And swing it over like that. So this is what it'll look like when it's all taken off. Of course, you've taken the bellow, which I already showed you there. Push that all the way in, and then we keep going. We're gonna be taking off these mounting screws next. One right here, and one right here. Also took the back paneling off. I'm sorry, the front paneling off. And there's 3 screws. We'll go pull off that, pull off that, pull off that, and that's where we're at next. All right, so it was a little bit more difficult than originally. Those 2 mounting screws were here and here. There was also a door switch component actually in here. So you had to take off these 2 screws, and the door switch came off, and then everything came off. And so then when you actually have the bellow, you actually want to disengage it from this little soap dispenser, because this is your actual soap dispenser side. And then you're actually going to have, this one is at 9 o'clock. So you want to try to get it as close as you can as to the original when the bellow comes in and you replace it. As you can see, mine's completely ripped, smashed. I don't know if some sort of garment got in there, or a sock, or whatever it So I ripped mine out and it leaked. I've already replaced this, so I've already done videos on this, so I already checked all the pipes and the hoses actually went into it. So anyway, that's how you get the front of it off. Now we're going to take a screwdriver, and it looks like it's just a normal Phillips, and we're going to detach the bellow. Alright, so pull off the old bellow here, or boot seal, or whatever you did. This is always going to be the top, so I have an original coming. This is the top's always going to be the top of it. The bracket itself was at 9 o'clock, so you can actually see where it actually was. So it was actually cranked in there. The front seal, as far as the front's concerned, that was at 6 o'clock. So that's down here. So it's always going to be put back in exactly the way you can find it, with the bracket and the mounting. And this was my ripped out bellow or boot seal. Alright, so we're going to put the new one on. I'm just basically going to wait for a couple of days until it comes in, and then I'll post this video. Alright, see you soon.
Alright, so we have the new and the old bellows. So we will be basically putting this on, and I like to keep the old this card one, because it's actually going to show where the actual line was, especially from a bracketing perspective. So this bracket, you can actually still see the grooves. So that's actually going to go into this notch here, and then since I got a Whirlpool, I can actually see the slice still. Since I got a Whirlpool genuine part, we're going to be going into this groove. So it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to be taking this over here right now to show you what it looks like when it goes on. Alright guys, so I'm going to be putting the boot seal and the bellow onto, I've detached the dish soap dispenser arm. You just have to remember that that's basically what it is, but you're going to have a notch here at the top. You can actually see the notch. I'm going to put that at the north position, and then this little unit here, this little mouth, is going to go into the dish soap dispenser side there too. So next time you see this, it'll be on, and then we'll put the face back on, we'll put the brackets back on, and put the face back on, and that'll be it. Alright, so we have the bellow boot seal, whatever you are calling it, all set in. Checking to see if it actually seated, and it looks like it has. It's a little cumbersome at the top, but not too bad. I'm going to be putting in the dishwasher and then the bracket, and we'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so we have the new bellow seal on. We have the top control panel back on as well. We have the face that holds the actual drum, and we have the detergent tray back in. I don't have the top back on, nor do I have the bottom of the front panel here back on. I'm just going to watch for leaks. So, alright, we're going to close this thing up and see how our work is. My cut was right in there, and we're in a much better position here, obviously, since it's brand new. And the detergent dispenser is all on point. We have power. We're going to do a rinse. Don't use any warm. Alright. So we've got water going out. You can see that. Not any leaking. This is where it was leaking like crazy before because of the slice. I was having on a
rinse and drain. Again, no leaking. Everything seems to be sounding good. Got no leaks. Dispenser is working nicely. And draining again. Leaks. Still no leaks. Check back in. Alright, we're almost done. I'm going to tire, rinse and spin. We are doing beautifully. Everything is doing wonderfully. No leaks. Sounds awesome. 4 minutes. I think we're done, guys. We did it. Alright. No leaks. Looks good. No leaks. That's how you do a bellow seal.